Welcome to Shepherd's Fold Ministry, where today we're going to look at the question, would help with finances improve your overall well-being? This question was part of a research project conducted in 2019, commissioned by Shepherd's Fold Ministries and conducted by the experts at Lifeway Research, who led the very first multi-denominational study of retired ministers. And by retired ministers, I mean either those who are officially retired status or ages 67 and older. We conducted this survey and this research project in which we measured the spiritual, social, physical, and financial well being of each participant. We needed 500 participants in order to have an academically verifiable research project. We received nearly 5 times that amount. In fact, the researchers told me that the statisticians said, look, we're getting repeated results here. We get the same thing over and over again. We know exactly what's going on with this population. And the man from Lifeway sat down with me and said, now, technically, in statistics and in a research project like this, we cannot use the term absolute certainty. But let me just say, we are very, 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 very confident in the results that we received, and we know what's going on in the lives and well being of retired ministers. It was grant funded, and so it was an extensive work, 433 pages long. But the question I'd like to talk about today is this question: would help with finances improve your overall well being? I put this chart together for you to see a little bit about it. There were 5 different possible responses. Now, in the test that you took, I did not give you the not sure option, but 27% chose not at all. In other words, I do not need help with my finances and overall uh, uh, need help with my finances in order to impact my overall well-being. Some said a little, 19%. 15% said not sure. Again, I didn't give you that option in the test that you took. And then 22% said it would help. 17% said it would help a lot. Now, I've put this on this grid that is to mimic in some ways the dashboard on a car, in which you see the oil or lubricant cool and in good standing versus red hot danger zone. And so I matched up the numbers of the well-being averages for those who answered each possible way for this question, and I'm demonstrating it to you through this form here today, this dashboard, so to speak. So the good news is several points of good news. The 27% who said it would not help at all, in other words, I do not need help with my finances, they do better than you could possibly do. This is the very best you can do. Those and then the next 2 levels also had were in the blue section here. In other words, they're doing fine. Even if you weren't sure, these tend to be doing fine overall well-being. Those who said it would help to have some help, um, it would impact their overall well-being. It's their belief. They averaged a well-being that was a little away from the blue, but not in the red zone. But the one answer that impacted the most is it would help a lot. So my contention is that as a result of this research, I believe that if you would answer the question, would help with finances improve your overall well-being? If you answer, it would help a lot, my contention is that finding help would, according to this research, begin to move your overall well being in the correct direction and might even make a really big difference in your overall well being just from this one issue. And so I'm going to give you this one action step. It's to live out a financial plan, a proven financial plan. And I picked some of these words on purpose. One is this phrase, to live out. In other words, we can sit down and write down and come up with great plans, but it really doesn't matter until we live it out. And so if you answered this question where you need a lot of help, there are many financial plans that are out there that are proven financial plans. Just do these things and it will work. 2 elements that are similar in all the research that I've done regarding proven financial plans, these 2 elements are always there. Number one, to reduce debt. do all we can to live as close as we can to being debt free. So that should be a part of whatever proven financial plan you choose to live out. Secondly, I'm going to encourage us all to um, make arrangements for ourselves in order to create your future income, not depend on the government and not depend on our denomination in order to have income in our later years. We need to create our own future income. So if you find a proven financial plan that includes the uh, desire for you to be debt free and move toward creating your very own future income, then our results say that as a result of that, you're getting the kind of help that you need to see your overall well being slide down this scale into a more solid, substantial point in which your overall well being can be as strong as it can be.